Hola clase, today we are going to talk about adjectives or los adjetivos in español, in Spanish. So for adjectives in Spanish work the same way as adjectives in English in that they are words used to describe nouns, all right? They're describing words for nouns. Right now we're just going to be focusing on adjectives with colors, all right? Or how to describe nouns with colors. So for example, in English, we say, for example, the blue notebook. All right? Notebook is our noun. Blue is our adjective, all right? So we have our notebook or our noun. Blue is describing our notebook, all right? It's giving a more description. It's a descriptor word. In English, adjectives come before the noun, but in Spanish, adjectives come after the noun. All right, so I'm going to say that again. In English, adjectives come before our noun or the notebook. In Spanish, they're going to come after our noun. So instead of saying blue notebook in Spanish, we're going to say notebook blue. All right. So we know that we're already talking about the notebook before we describe it, all right? So Spanish is kind of cool in that way that we know what we're talking about before we describe it, all right? Couple quick things now. In Spanish, adjectives must agree in two things. First thing is gender. Second thing is number, all right? They have to agree in gender and number. So gender meaning masculine versus feminine. Number meaning singular versus plural. All right? So gender, masculine versus feminine. Number is singular versus plural. So for example, in a singular masculine adjective, we are going to say, hay un cuaderno amarillo. All right? Now, cuaderno ends in an O, so therefore it's masculine. All right? Therefore, this has to be masculine. Our adjective has to be masculine, and our article has to be masculine as well. We can't say una cuaderno. We have to say un cuaderno because cuaderno is masculine. Now, in order to say something that's feminine, hay una blusa blanca. We are saying there is a white house, or blouse, sorry, not house. Though there is a white blouse. So blouse is going to be our noun. It ends in an A, therefore it's feminine. So our adjective needs to be feminine and our article needs to be feminine. Adding S's to end of the words, adding an S to the end of the word makes it plural as well. We've talked about this in class already with our articles. We're going to talk about it again with our adjectives because they need to agree in number. So agreeing in number, you're either adding an S or you're taking away an S. All right, so por ejemplo, hay unos cuadernos amarillos. We could say unos cuadernos amarillos. They all end in OS. That makes it really easy for us to check and see if they all agree. Same thing down here. Hay unas blusas blancas. They all end in AS. Therefore, they're feminine and plural. We know that they agree in number and gender. All right. Now, a couple quick things. With some of our colors, they do not end in an O or an A, so that we can just switch them. Some of them end. We have azul, for example. We have verde as well, and then we have café. Now, in order to make azul plural, it ends in a consonant. Therefore, we have to add an ES to the end of it. So we have azules. Verde, it ends in a vowel, therefore we just add an S. Verdes. Café ends in a noun, therefore we just add an S as well. All right. Now, I want to talk about something else real quick. Hay un cuaderno amarillo. If we were to switch this notebook with something else, if we wanted to talk about a yellow blouse instead. We could say, we would be talking about blusa over here. If we wanted to say a yellow blouse, we would take this amarillo and we would have to change this O at the end to an A to make it agree with our noun. So blusa is our noun. Where does our adjective go? Does it go before or after our noun in Spanish? It goes after our noun, all right? So I'm going to write in amarillo, that part, this adjective, all right? Now I'm going to take this O and change it to an A because this needs to agree in gender, all right? Does it agree in gender right now? They both end in A's? Yes, they both agree in gender. Do they agree in number? They both...
Attention Falcons, Sarah Hassani, if you're in the building, please come to the main office. Sarah Hassani, please report to the main office.
I apologize, you guys, for that interruption. So we have blusa amarilla. Does it agree in gender? Yes, because it ends in an A. Does it agree in number? Yes, because both of them do not have an S. Now, if I change blusa, if I want to talk about more than one blouse, if I add an S to that, therefore, this needs to change now. I'm going to add an S to the end, all right? Let's do a couple other examples. So, we have some red notebooks. I'm going to start off and I'm going to write notebooks, all right? Is that singular or plural? Well, notebooks has an S at the end of it, therefore I know it's plural. So I'm going to write cuaderno. I have to add an S because notebooks. I have to say notebooks, cuadernos, all right? Now, I'm going to say some before it, all right? How we say some, we are either going to say un or una, unos or unas. Now, I'm going to use the masculine and plural one because it ends in an OS, so I know it's masculine. I know it's plural, so I'm going to say unos. So, unos cuadernos. Now I need to know the word for red. Well, the word for red is rojo. All right. Now I need to ask myself, do these all agree in number and gender? Cuadernos, unos, rojo. I need to add an S to this in order to make it agree with cuadernos, all right? Our noun is the thing that drives these two other words, all right? It's the driver, in a sense, all right? It will change these two different words, all right, based on the gender and the number of this word. Remember, in our nouns, gender and number cannot change, all right? It cannot change. So let's do number 2, a green backpack. I'm going to write the word for backpack, M-O-C-H-I-L-A, mochila. Is backpack singular or plural? It's singular, therefore I'm not going to add an S. Mochila, is that masculine or feminine? It is feminine because it ends in an A. Sorry, guys. That is una, U-N-A, una. Una mochila. Now we have to say green, verde. Now verde, all of these, 1, 2, 3, all of those are gender neutral, all right? Meaning that they can either be masculine or they can be feminine with however you want to put them. The only thing we're going to change is if it's singular or plural, all right? So we're either going to say azul or azules. We cannot say ever azula or anything like that, all right? We cannot say verda. We cannot say cafa, all right? We cannot say those words, all right? We have to say azul or azules, verde or verdes, all right? Now, one thing I want to do, I want you guys to work on number 5 right now. Pause the video at this time and come back to me when you have successfully done number 5. So pause the video at this time. All right. Now, my thinking for number 5, all right? Just as a hint, number 5 is going to be on your entrance quiz tomorrow. All right, so make sure you do number 5. All right, so some yellow socks. I'm going to write calcetines first. All right, so calcetín is the word for sock. Socks is plural, so I'm going to say calcetines. Then I'm going to say some, the word for some. We're going to say unos calcetines, all right? Unos, because it's masculine and plural. Masculine and plural. Calcetines, masculine and plural. Masculine and plural. Now, yellow. To say yellow, I'm going to say amarillo, all right? So we have to see if they agree in gender and number now. So calcetines is a masculine and plural? Yes. Masculine and plural for unos? Yes. Masculine ends in an O is amarillos plural? Not yet. We have to add an S, all right? So make sure you add an S so we have that agreement. So now, what I want you guys to do for numbers 1 through 17, I want you guys to do numbers 1 through 17 for next class. Bring them in next class, and we are going to go over our answers. So please make sure you guys look at your Quizlet packets for how to say these different words, especially our words like shirt, pants, skirt, etc. Those are words that you do not know yet or you just got introduced to them. Make sure that you guys look up those different words so that you know the gender and number of those. All right? So you are now done with your video. Adios. Hasta mañana, clase.